there's a new twist in the debate over the future of natural gas in our state. KIRO Newsradio's Kate Stone joins us live in the studio to explain. Hey, Kate.
Hi, guys. Yeah, we've been following this for a while. It's gone from the House to the Senate, and this newest version of the bill being considered by state lawmakers now, it could actually have a big impact on existing Puget Sound energy customers, so people that already have natural gas service. So the bill's had quite the back and forth. Originally, in the House version, it would have banned all natural gas line hookups for new construction in the state with very limited exceptions. This version takes that off the table, but there is a part in it that could impact current customers. And the original bill established a timeline for PSE to end natural gas service. This one does not do that, according to the original House bill sponsored Democratic Representative Beth Dolio, who spoke yesterday at the Senate hearing on this.
It doesn't remove that obligation to the utilities obligation, but it does include newer energy resources like RNG and green hydrogen, and lets the UTC evaluate and approve the utilities' use of these technologies to meet customers' energy needs.
So what that actually means is what this bill actually does is it changes PSE's definition to serve. There's a law from all the way back in 1911 that says Puget Sound Energy has to provide natural gas service if customers request it, unless there's a safety issue or something like that. Now, in this bill's version, they have the option to swap out that natural gas with a cleaner energy source. But critics of the bill, like Brent Ludeman from the Building Industry Association of Washington, says it's not exactly a one-to-one switch.
So we're talking tens of thousands of dollars for individuals in their homes to convert their systems. We're talking about electric and gas rates that are going to go up by 37% or up to 151% for natural gas.
Yeah, so critics of the bill are arguing that these clean energy resources like renewable natural gas, which actually takes solid waste matter and turns it into natural gas, it's a lot more expensive than our current natural gas, even if it will work with our appliances. And they're asking, well, who's going to pay for that? Is it going to be Puget Sound Energy, or is it going to be the consumer? And those are questions that this bill can't really answer, but it essentially loosens up Puget Sound Energy's ironclad requirements that they have right now to provide natural gas service. Now, to be clear, I did talk to Puget Sound Energy, and they did tell me even if this passes, it's not like you're going to get the rug pulled out from under you. They're still planning on offering natural gas service. They think it's vital to meeting customers' needs, but they are under pressure to decarbonize. The state has passed multiple laws, not just the Climate Commitment Act, but other laws too, that say they have to start reducing their natural gas. So they're saying they're trying to do that in a more thoughtful way, but this bill would really put them on sort of a timeline to do that. But again, the cost hasn't really been outlined, and that's something Republican lawmakers are worried about.
The problem with this is when the power goes out, your electric heat goes out too. And the thing with natural gas that I like is as long as you got a generator, you can keep the furnace fan going and you can keep the house heated. Has anybody discussed that at all? I mean, what do we do when the power goes out?
They have, actually, yes. And they've talked about sort of the situation with the backup, with heat pumps, with natural gas backups and things like that. But the goal and what's outlined, mandated in Washington state law is electrification, full electrification at some, well, not at some point in the future, in the next 20 years. And essentially, there's not really an answer for what that means for places where electrification isn't as effective. And they are talking about the cold snap that happened a few weeks ago and how natural gas was 70% of what customers used.
And what happened to the batteries during that cold snap?
Yeah, they didn't work so well. Exactly.
They drained.
And so they're saying that these renewable natural gas and these other green energy options would help supplement natural gas, but the problem is that they're not as readily available and they're not as cheap.
So they're saying let's do a yes and, not an either or.
Right.
And the rub right now is who pays for that transition if you're a natural gas customer to something more
exactly.
eco-friendly. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of breaking it down. And it also takes away rebates if customers want to buy natural gas appliances. This bill wouldn't offer any more rebates for that.
Okay. Thank you for the rundown, Kate.
No problem.
Appreciate that.